One woman, two shocking court cases, and a judge who's completely losing patience. After being warned not to get into any more trouble, she walks back into court accused of threatening people, refusing to leave a club, and violating bond conditions. But when the judge hears she's homeless and still causing chaos, the courtroom takes a dramatic turn nobody expected.
You picked up a new case, Miss Simmons. Urban. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You now stand charged with the offense of criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
Yes, Judge. The officer is dispatched to a club in Harris County, Texas in response to a disturbance. The complainant, an employee of the club, told officers that she had asked the defendant to leave and the defendant refused. The defendant had been trespassed by another officer the day prior, and the complainant stated the defendant continues to return to the location. During the incident, when the complainant told the defendant to leave, the defendant stated, "Leave me alone or I will hit you in the head." The defendant told officers that everyone at the location was trespassing and that she should have been given a pink paper in order to be trespassed.
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. You've picked up a new case. The only thing I asked you to do was not pick up a new case, and now you've done it. So what happens now? Corey?
Judge, I'm going to ask for you to allow her to remain on bond. The state hasn't filed, if that's what you're getting at. The state hasn't, the state hasn't filed a motion to revoke bond. I'm not prepared for it. If they have, ask for time for a hearing to be set. So we can, have a hearing based on evidence. She hasn't violated the bond conditions, from the previous case as far as they relate to going to the housing authority.
Though. One of the conditions is behave yourself, give no facts or rise to probable cause so that you violate any new laws. She's now picked up a new case.
Right. What is related to your very specific orders about her not to go back to the address where her apartment was or the Houston Housing Authority address. She's complied with those terms.
If I let her go now, that's enabling this behavior and telling her it's okay.
Well, Judge, I think it would be punitive if you put her in jail as opposed. Well, that's not the purpose of bond, right? It's community safety and the community.
She's threatening people allegedly there to beat them in the head. She won't leave.
That's hearsay.
Oh, taking you into custody, man.
Judge, that's hearsay. I think we're entitled to a hearing.
Yes, I'll give you a hearing. Sure, whatever you want.
My arm is broke.
I don't know how else to. She's gonna do whatever she wants to do. How am I supposed to handle it?
I'm not a threat to the community, so I'm not understanding, and as I said, that is hearsay. Is there any way? Oh, can you subpoena the cameras because I didn't threaten anybody, and there is also multiple witnesses that was there as well.
Sure. So that's my job. That's not the judge's job, and I'll do that just like I've done for the previous case. So, Judge, can we allow her to remain on bond until we have an actual hearing following the rules?
I haven't been around them.
Following the rules of evidence for bond revocations.
Here's what we'll do, Corey. What I'm going to do is I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test now. If you fail to take the test, if you fail to do what you're supposed to do, I am going to revoke your bond and put you in jail. I'm now putting a GPS monitor on you and I'm giving you a curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Do you understand?
Hey, 1 second. I'm homeless because they have refused to let me back into my apartment.
I'm not going to talk to you. This is not a negotiation.
No, I'm not.
Either you follow the conditions of bond or I'm going to revoke it and put you in jail.
Okay.
This is better than being in
whatever
jail,
you want.
unless you want to be in jail.
Your lawyer's asking me not to put you in jail now.
Well, how long will I be in jail?
Case.
Until November the 22nd?
No, I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test now. We are going to reset this case until Monday. You were to come back Monday so we can address it. In the interim,
I did consume alcohol. Well, not anytime soon, so that's fine.
I want you to listen. I'm going to put a GPS monitor on you, and I'm giving you a curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Do you understand?
Where is my curfew supposed to be from is the question. Because if I'm currently homeless and I am sleeping on the city streets, residing, because they refuse to let me back into my apartment,
I
where
don't know what you're doing.
Where is that supposed to be?
That's what these conditions I'm giving you, ma'am.
It'll be within an exclusion zone. We do GPS in exclusion zones. So
Sure.
Have a permanent
Oh, okay.
address in.
But I don't. I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'm going to randomly test you. But I'm saying you now for a test, you're to come back Monday. Do you understand?
That's fine.
Okay. I'm giving you a monitor on your ankle. I don't want you going to any clubs, bars, or anything of this nature. Do you understand?
That's fine.
Thank you, Judge.
See you Monday.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sending her now for a test. I want to know what, if anything,
What do I go to take this test?
she'll tell you.
Okay, so if she's homeless, we need a home base for the GPS to observe the.
That's what I was trying to say.
She's got to live in somewhere. Got to be
I
living.
don't have friends or family or nothing, so that's what I'm saying.
You put your head somewhere down at night.
Yeah, on the city streets.
We'll get an address for it. Thank you, Judge. It's better than jail.
Yeah, it's not gonna be exaggerated either.
Ma'am, you're charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to 30 days in jail and or a $500 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. The officer was driving on Katy Freeway in Harris County, Texas, when he observed the defendant's vehicle driving at a high rate of speed, rapidly accelerating, making evasive lane changes and aggressive maneuvers without signaling, cutting off multiple vehicles, and making those drivers take evasive action to avoid a collision. While the officer was attempting to catch up to the defendant, he reached speeds in excess of 120 miles per hour. The officer then conducted a traffic stop, and the defendant stated she was driving that way because she was late to work.
And I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you see if she has a valid Texas driver's
I was aware,
license? Okay. If I find that you drive like this again, because I'm making a bond condition that you're not to drive like this, if I find that you do, I will take your privilege to drive away from you while this case is open. Do you understand? Living in a city as big as Houston without the ability to drive is absolutely awful. Don't. I'm going to protect my city at all costs, and if I have to put you in jail because of it, I'm going to have you sign. How old are you, man? Okay, we're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign and reset. After that, I'll have you take your seat in the jury box. I'll get your bond conditions. No racing, reckless driving, anything of this nature. After that, I'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go. All right?
From explosive courtroom arguments to judges delivering brutal reality checks, this case only gets more intense from here. If you enjoy real courtroom drama, shocking bond hearings, and wild legal moments caught on camera, hit subscribe now, because the next case might be even crazier.